your home to give you a free binding quote for your move.
All right, we're
Take
live
the stress
on
out of moving with
YouTube.
Presto
Everybody,
Logistics.
hey, if you're
Go to
watching on YouTube, we haven't
prestomoving.com,
done this for a few years.
818-349-4000.
Hello.
That's prestomoving.com, 818-349-4000.
Hair's looking good. Can you put some gel in?
AM 870. The answer. Are you exhausted? We are too. Let's unite and come together.
Here, if you want to talk to them, I'll turn down the audio.
You've tuned in to Dining with Dills, a foodie show with restaurant critic and radio host Peter Dills. Peter readily admits to being born into the world of food, as he is the son of noted restaurant critic Elmer Dills. As far back as he can remember, Peter was following his father from restaurant to restaurant, always tasting, always learning about food and discovering new and exciting restaurants and travel destinations. As his food adventure comes full circle, he now stars on radio and television with his popular food and travel show, Dining with Dills, named after his father Elmer. And now, your host, Peter Dills.
Everybody, it's Peter Dills, AM 870. We are the answer to all of your questions. 866-870-5752. That is our phone number. 2 reasons why you want to jot that number down in your phone. This is not 1985. You're gonna put it in your phone. 866-870-5752. Because you want to call in and chime in on something that we're talking about, or you want to get a gift card that we're giving away. Last week, we gave a $50 gift card away to Benihana, and we are giving away another $50 gift card to Benihana tonight. We've got a believe it or not, this is our last show. What? Peter, our last show? Your last show? We just started to love the show. Oh, don't worry. Starting next week, next Sunday night, we are going to be here at 5 p.m. doing Dining with Dills right here on The Answer. I am just so excited. You know, a lot of you out there had dreams when you were kids, right? I wanted to be a baseball player. I wanted to be the shortstop for the New York Yankees. I thought because I was short, I could play shortstop. Yeah. All of you have dreams. Some of you wanted to be doctors or want to be doctors, nurses, etc., etc. Tennis player. Some of you probably wanted to be a professional tennis player. Well, didn't make it on the baseball scene, but I've made my dream here today. I am living the dream right here on AM 870 KRLA. So if you're following me on Facebook and YouTube, and I bore you with, hey, we've got a billboard. Hey, we're at 5 o'clock. Hey, we're doing this. Hey, we got 5,000 people following us on Reddit on our video that we did about yuccas. I'm saying yuccas or Rafi's, is because I'm living the dream. This is what I want to do. I want to entertain you, and I want to talk about a lifestyle, which is what we do here. It's not a restaurant show. It's a lifestyle show. So join me on this journey for the next year at 5 o'clock on Sundays. And I promise you, you're going to have fun. You know, we're not going to talk about politics. And RJ and his son are in the other room going, what is he talking about? I have no idea. But I got to tell you that we are here to have, it's a lifestyle show. So bear with us. All right. What's on the agenda tonight? Andrew Mayo is going to be calling us in about 25 minutes. He is a friend from Culver City. He is a foodie, and he has a Facebook page, The Best Food in LA, and he is going to call in it. He's going to talk about everything that has to do with Culver City. So that being that, I got a couple restaurant reviews. I've got a commentary that you're going to have to listen to. But first, I want to start the show talking about, well, it's an easy subject. It's not tipping, but it has something to do with tipping. About change, about when you go into a restaurant. And this happened to me not once, but 2 times the prior week. And if you're a friend on Facebook, you'll know what I'm talking about. When you have a large bill, like a $50 bill or a $100 bill, and your bill isn't that much, and the server or the bartender doesn't break down the change. Irritable, a quibble of mine, maybe a small quibble. A lot of people chimed in on Facebook and said, well, Peter, why don't you just pay with a credit card? That way you can always leave the tip that you want to leave. True. But, you know, sometimes going to the racetrack from time to time, I got a lot of money in my pocket and I want to get rid of the cash and I want to give it to the server. It backfires on the server. If you've been in the restaurant business before, a lot of you probably grew up probably at some point working at a restaurant. My suggestion to you is give the change. Don't play any games. So this is what happened to me. I'm not going to name the restaurants, but you probably could get a good idea, because if you follow me on Facebook, you can see that I rotate probably at about 15 restaurants. It's Peter Dills, AM 870, The Answer, by the way. 866-870-5752. 866-870-5752. You want to agree with me or disagree with me on this, but here is my solution. I don't want to chase the waiter, server, bartender asking for change. I give a $50 bill, and if my bill is $27, I want a 10, 5, and 1s. That way I can tip you probably 20, 23%. I'm in the business. I understand the business. So I want to tip a little bit more. So I usually tip 20, 23%. Restaurant number 1, the bill was, I told the gal exactly what her tip was. I gave her a 50 and a 5, $55. Keep 10 for yourself and give me $20 bill. In this instance, she actually broke down the money, and I said to her, I told you to keep 10 and give me $20 back. She goes, well, I didn't know. I just, just gave you the change. Well, I'm not giving you more than the $10, right? Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, what happened was, as you know, it's dry January. I had a plate of food, which was $26 plus tax. 1 plate of food. The bill was, let's say the bill was $30 with tax. I am going to give the bartender, because I was eating at the bar, a $100 bill. He gives me back 3 20s and a 10. That's $70. So what is the tip on a $27 bill? Okay, friends out there in KRLA land, what is the tip right now? 866-877. See, I did it wrong already, RJ. I already gave out the wrong phone number. What is the tip on a $27 bill? Call us right now and tell us what the tip is on a $27 bill. I think it's 27 times 2. That's 54. Let's round it up to 6. Let's make it 21%, 22%. Well, that's not what I got. I got 3 20s and a $10 bill. And a lot of you, most of you, 95% of you agreed with me that the server should have given you 5s and 1s. So what did the server get? A $5 tip on a $27 bill. Think, well, that's not too bad. That's 16, 17%. But he, in this case, would have gotten more if he wouldn't have played the games and given me the wrong amount. So that's what I think. Give us a call. Tell us what you think. Right? We know that the fires have been contained. I know in Pasadena it was rain, not raining yet, but sprinkling, big drops. I don't know what those are called, but we got big drops of rain. The fire has been contained. Now what do? Now we got to go out there and spend our money and go to these restaurants that have been hit hard. I've got a place that has more than 1 location. It's called the Stone Fire Grill. And there is one in Pasadena, but they have them all over Southern California. And they've got a deal, which I kind of like. It kind of turns me on. They are going to raise money for the Red Cross. And all you have to do is you go in there on National Carrot Cake Day, which is about my favorite carrot cake in the world. German chocolate cake, carrot cake, they're running about the same, about if I like one or the other. But they are actually going to match the donation that you make on February 3rd, which is National Carrot Cake Day, and they're going to give all the money to the Red Cross. And they're going to give you a certificate.
2 minutes.
They're going to give you a certificate so that you can use that for a carrot cake on National Carrot Cake. The only thing I'm not sure about is can you use that can you use that carrot cake certificate that day? I think you should. I got to make that straight because you should be able to use it that day, because if you have to come back and use it, that's when it gets a little tricky. Don't you agree? So anyway, it's Peter Dills. We are moving. I can see the Beacons trucks down there in the parking lot. We're going to be moving to 5 o'clock on Sundays. And the reason why I'm doing that is that I feel like 5 o'clock is a better time. You're going to be driving home from Palm Springs. You're going to be driving home from Vegas or wherever you are. And there's not going to be any reason for you not to be listening. All right. I got a couple people that want to get on the line, but I can hear Pete's Cafe in my headphone. That means we got to take a break, but it's going to be a short break. Bill, Joe, and Steve, we'll get right back to you. It's Peter Dills, AM 870. The Answer.
Hey everybody, it's Peter Dills here, and I've been a longtime fan of Columbo's Italian Steakhouse in Eagle Rock for the past 25 years, ever since my dad, Elmer Dills, introduced me to it. And folks, this little neighborhood place, I gotta say, is the kind of restaurant you wish was right down the street from you. Craving a great steak? Columbo's Porterhouse, ribeye, New York strip, or filet is the best in town. Yes,
people
I
are
said
watching on
best in
YouTube. How
town.
cool.
It won't cost you those Beverly Hills prices. If Italian
these
is
are
more your
the-
thing, their lasagna is practically world famous. Chicken Parmesan is the best in town. And my favorite, spaghetti and meatballs. You'll be saying manja every time you take a bite at Columbo's Italian Steakhouse. It has something for everybody, even the kiddos. So come on down, Columbo's Italian Steakhouse, and taste what I've been raving about for years. And don't forget, tune into Dining with Dills this Saturday evening at 7 p.m. for more great food finds. That's Dining with Dills, Saturdays at 7 p.m. right here on AM 870, The Answer.
Be the hero of your next private party or large gathering. Make it a fiesta at El Cholo Cafe in Pasadena. The food, the setting, the special attention to make your event festive and memorable, and no room charge. El Cholo is renowned for its amazing family recipes. You want it? They'll make it better than anyone else.
This is Blair Salisbury. I'm the owner of El Cholo Cafe in Pasadena. Some of our recipes go back all the way to 1923. Nobody else has them.
Add some zest to your next private party or large gathering. Talk with an El Cholo special events coordinator by calling 626-795-5800. 626-795-5800. Holiday parties, anniversaries, family gatherings, weddings, bridal showers, quinceañeras, whatever the occasion, El Cholo Cafe makes it memorable. And remember, no room charge. Yes, ElCholoPasadena.com. 626-795-5800. 626-795-5800. El Cholo Cafe.
It's Peter Dills, and if you like great Mai Tais and a wide range of wine-inspired food, then I need to tell you about one of my favorite restaurants. It's the Canoe House on Fair Oaks in South Pasadena. Great happy hour and some of the best Mai Tais that I've ever had. The Canoe House is fun, it's exotic. The food ranges from burgers and onion rings to ahi salad with weekly cold beer specials. And that Mai Tai that I was telling you about, you can get it at happy hour each and every Monday. Every night is something different. The Canoe House in South Pasadena is a great place for any night of the week, and it's only a short drive wherever you're listening to our show.
Or you can go online, Stonefire
Tired of the hustle and bustle of LA and need a convenient break? Then head up Highway 101 to Karen's Inn and Suites, located in Lone Oak Valley, the gateway to Santa Rita Hills and wine country. Karen's Inn and Suites is family-owned and operated just minutes away from over a dozen tasting rooms and wines. Nearby treasures feature a famed California mission, beautiful murals, weekly rocket launches, and much more to explore. O'Karen serves made-to-order breakfast as part of your stay, plus 2 complimentary drinks served during happy hour, and get a 2-for-1 wine tasting with their exclusive wine partner, Sweets or Cellars. Need a great place to plan your next family gathering or corporate event? They can accommodate indoor and outdoor gatherings, big and small. Go to O'Karen'sInnandSuites.com or call 805-735-7731 and use the promo code DILLS for 20% off your stay. And for family gatherings or corporate events, call 805-735-7731 to discuss some options suited for your needs. Go to O'Karen'sInnandSuites.com and book your relaxation today.
Yeah. Okay.
Have you been in a car accident, slipped and fallen, or even suffered a dog bite? When you have been injured in an accident, there's only one name you can trust. That is Carl D.
Peter
Barnes.
Dills, yes.
With over $1 billion in settled personal injury cases, Carl D. Barnes is a local attorney who stands for your rights. He's the experienced professional you turn to, whether you've been hurt on the road, in a store, or even just walking down the street. And I can say from personal experience and with confidence, because Carl represented me just a few years back when I was a passenger in an auto accident. He fought for me. He got results. Don't wait. Call 1-800-6-BARNES. 1-800-6-BARNES. You know, it's a name you can trust. That's 1-800-6-BARNES. Let Carl D. Barnes get you the results you deserve. If there's no compensation,
Barnes,
you don't have to pay.
That means we're coming back from break. So we'll put the headphones back on.
All right, everybody, it's Peter Dills, 866-870-5752. Are there too many restaurants out there? Got a little commentary about that a little bit later in the show. But first, Bill in El Segundo has a thought on what I had to say. Bill, welcome to Dining with Dills right here on The Answer, AM 870.
Thank you, Peter. This is, I love your program. And
thank you.
You're moving next Sunday to 5 o'clock, you said?
I'm going to tell you why. Because, like, the big...
That's all right, man. Thank you for giving me advance notice. I don't know when to get you guys.
It's going to be better because at night there's like this friction between other cities, like in Santa Barbara, they could be blah 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 blah. But at 5 o'clock, you'll be able to hear us up in Ventura and Temecula for sure. All right, Bill, fire away. Tell me what you think about my complaint. Just a small quibble.
Well, Peter, I tell you, now that the waiters are not paying taxes on the tips, and things like that, that's a big boon for them. But I feel that, I would always err inside of more, and it was probably egregious on the part of the server. Maybe he wasn't cognizant of that or something like that, But if you give me that, I would say, I would let him run and say, hey, man, I would have given you more, but you give me these bills and it's kind of hard to decipher them, but I'm going to err on the side of it. Generous and give you 20. Something like that, and you would bless him. Then he would go and talk about it for a long time.
Yeah.
Wow. When I go through, whenever I go through In-N-Out Burger, I go to the drive-thru to get my food.
Yeah.
And I pay for my food, and I tell the cashiers there, I said, I'm going to buy the food for the car behind me. You tell them that I'm paying it forward. And ask them to do one act of kindness for someone else.
Right on, Bill.
And they do that. And one time I did it, and I went back there a week later. The manager said, Bill went around 35 times. The car in front of them, paid for the car back. Everyone was smiling, so happy.
Yeah.
Man, it was like a big dose of laughing gas. It made them really happy, and it's little things like that.
Hey, Bill, do me a favor. Also, that's a great call. Follow us on YouTube as well, because we're live on YouTube, and it's the first time I've done this in like 5 years. And on YouTube, there's only a handful of people watching because I didn't do any pre-publicity. Yeah, Bill, you're going to be a long-time listener, all the time caller. Great call. And Bill from El Segundo, right on, pay it forward and join us next Sunday at 5 p.m. That opens up another phone line. Let's go to Andrew Mayo. He's calling in from Culver City. Andrew, welcome back to the show. What's happening, man?
How are you, Peter? Good to see you. Good to talk to you tonight.
Yeah. Well, you can see me if you can see me on YouTube and Facebook.
That's right.
The YouTube thing isn't working too well, but it's new. It's new. It's like, let's try YouTube. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
So I got to share with your viewers that I was influenced by your father to basically get into the food reviewing business, and even though I didn't make it my profession, here we are 50 years later, Peter, and I started my own Facebook food group called Best Food in Los Angeles, which you remember, and here we are. It all comes back around. I'm very honored.
Well, and thank you for doing all those bunch of posts today to your 20,000 followers that you're going to be on AM 870 KRLA. And by the way, Andrew, we are moving the show. This is our last Saturday night show. The Beacon's truck is out in front. They're moving us to 5 p.m. on Sunday afternoons.
Nice.
All right. So Culver City, I did Monrovia a couple weeks ago, and I asked you to call in and talk about Culver City. So as they say in show business, the floor is yours.
All right. Now, when I give you this list, do you want to talk about them individually? You want me to go through the whole list and you can comment at the end? How would you like to do that?
Probably go through the list, and then I'm going to ask you some questions at the end because I already know what I'm going to ask you.
Wonderful. All right, Culver City is a very central located town here in LA. It's very close to the intersection of the 405 San Diego Freeway and the 10 Freeway, the Santa Monica Freeway. We're just a little bit southeast of that. And it was known as the Screenland or Heart of Hollywood. It was founded in 1913 by Harry Culver, and it's really responsible for the Hollywood movie industry as well as the television industry that followed. So it has plenty of Hollywood connections, and there were several movie moguls that made it happen. One, a guy named Thomas Entz, who basically founded a movie studio over here that would have developed into MGM Studios.
Okay.
So that's right in the heart of Culver City, and there's plenty of restaurants around here. So let's go through a list real briefly. Running down Venice Boulevard, we have Versailles Cafe or Versailles Restaurant, which is Cuban.
Cubano, my
Yeah.
Cubano friends out there. Yeah.
I would recommend the garlic chicken with onions. It's very good. Most of my recommendations tonight, Peter, is going to be $20 and under per entree.
Okay.
Some might go under. Most are going to be over. And the last one's going to be a little bit more. But let's go. Moving down the line, I love Versailles, but Natalie Thai cuisine, very close walking distance from Versailles. They have great Thai curries, yellow and red Panang, and I also love the cashew nut chicken there at Natalie Thai cuisine. That's on the corner of Clarendon and Venice. Next, we move down to our favorite little block, La Rocco's, for New York crust.
Yeah.
New York thin-style crust pizza.
Yeah, Rocco's.
And I know I've talked to you about this place. They serve pizza by the slice.
Yep.
And also by the pie. And they have other great options there at La Rocco's. Tiny little hole in the wall. Mostly a takeout place. Then we walk a few doors down to Public School on the corner of Culver and Main. Public School is great for hamburgers. I particularly like their cheeseburger, really thick patty, Peter, like 1.25 inch thick patty. Really good. I get it classic style. I don't monkey around with all their fanciness, but Public School is great. Then I discovered this great little interior indoor food court called Citizen Public Market, and I didn't realize it was there. It has like 8 little restaurants in this very historic building, and there's anything from pizza and hamburgers and sushi and I guess noodles in there, so you can get what you want. It's not cheap, but pretty good at Citizen Public Market. Across the street, we have an unlikely candidate, Jameson's Bar and Pub and Tavern. They have actually pretty good bar food, I have to say, Peter, and you can go there and watch your favorite sporting events. It's pretty loud, so it's not a great place for a date, but if you want to get a little rowdy and take your sports friends down to Jameson's. Across the street, we have, for Southern Fried Chicken, The Kettle, and this place was rated as one of LA's #1 hotspots for Southern Fried Chicken. I've tried it. I think it's pretty good. I don't think it's the best, and I think it's a little overpriced. But moving west, we go down to a vegetarian spot called Samosa House West. They have great Indian food, a little bit of a buffet style kind of deal there, all pretty much under $14 for a combination. And then we can't, then on a little bike ride, most of that was walking distance, I just explained, but we're going to go down to our last 2 or 3 spots. Johnny's world famous pastrami sandwiches.
Stop it right there. Stop it right there. I don't want to hear more. I want to taste it. I don't want to hear about it. I want you to bring in some sandwiches.
Oh, yeah, I love that. I'll bring them in or come this way and get the full experience. Johnny's is a classic, iconic, like 50s style cafe with little jukeboxes still on every table, and you can put in a quarter and hear your favorite tune. And they make awesome pastrami sandwiches on these big grinder rolls, Peter, and it's all coming out of a really hot cauldron of deliciousness. And they stack it high on this roll, and it's about $18.50 for a full sandwich, and I get the half usually. And don't forget the hot mustard, peppers, and especially the dill pickles are great at Johnny's Famous. Then a walking distance into our last location, you let me know how we're doing on time.
Where I got the music in my ear, but so you got one more. I got music in my ear, but you got one more review, and then I have one question for you.
Gotcha. Maple Block Barbecue is just a feet from that, and they serve a really good barbecue. It's not cheap. I always go on lunch go for lunch, get a combination for about $26, and with the tip and tax, you're looking at $30. I split it. I eat half and half, and so you're basically $15. Maple Block Barbecue. Andrew
Mayo, Culver City. Andrew, I got a question for you before we let you go. When I'm reviewing a restaurant and I'm talking about cheeseburgers, is it fair for me to include the French fries in that? Because I kind of feel like French fries go hand in hand with hamburgers. And every time I see something on Facebook, I always say, yeah, but what about the French fries? Am I out of line? Maybe I should just stick with the burger. But it just drives me crazy when I know those French fries are frozen.
You don't like the frozen style, huh?
No, I don't. It's got to be fresh. It's got to be like Islands or In-N-Out. What do you think? Tell me.
Yeah, I think fries and burgers go well, obviously, together. And Apple Pan is in West LA. I didn't talk about that, but they also have amazing fries. And I'm always a big fry guy. So, Johnny's has fries too, great fries. So, yeah, you're not out of line. That makes a lot of sense.
All right, Andrew, 2 thumbs up for your reviews. That's Andrew. And tell us one more time your Facebook page.
Best Food in Los Angeles is my Facebook group, and we'd love to see you over there.
All right. Thanks, brother. That's a great call. When we come back from the break, Joe from Monrovia has got a tip for us. It's Peter Dills, AM 870, The Answer, 866-870-5752. All right. That was a good call, Mr. Andrew, wherever you are. Yeah, good job, man. Excellent. Very good. I like it.
Jennifer Horn here, and I'm happy to announce the Southern California half-price tuition program is coming back in February. A way to give your child or grandchild strong academics and fun extracurricular activities in a safe environment with the same values you teach your kids at home. You pay half the regular tuition, and AM 870 pays the rest. That's thousands of dollars in savings. So get ready to choose the participating school that's right for you and your family, and stay tuned because it's coming soon.
Most people think child abuse is a bad parent problem.
Actually, the root causes may be different than you think.
Let us explain. Affordable housing for everyone.
That prevents child abuse. And access to healthcare in every community.
Prevents child abuse too. High quality, affordable childcare.
Paid family leave.
School breakfast and lunch programs.
All of this prevents child abuse.
It's all about keeping families out of crisis in the first place.
At least 1 in 7 children in the United States have experienced abuse or neglect in the past year. Prevent Child Abuse America promotes policies, programs, and resources informed by science that help communities, parents, and kids thrive.
Because when we keep families out of crisis,
we prevent child abuse
from ever happening.
Go to preventchildabuse.org to learn more.
That's preventchildabuse.org.
Let's solve child abuse before it ever happens.
Dr. Zade guarantees the results of his dental implants. Dr. Zade's patented Implanova components are engineered for a secure, lasting fit. That's not always the case with others who attempt dental implants. And Dr. Zade personally handles all the implant steps in-house. No need to visit multiple locations or specialists. 310-273-2020. 310-273-2020. Dr. Zade. 310-273-2020.
The Answer. Breaking news.
President Trump says he was inspired by people's strength and their hopes to rebuild. President Trump in California surveying the damage Friday caused by recent wildfires. Trump spoke at a local fire station.
The federal government standing behind you, 100%. The First Lady and I are in California to express a great love for the people of California.
Trump wanted the permitting process to be made almost instant. I'm Marino in the Answer Newsroom.
AM 870, The Answer. Searching daily for unity.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs just came in and said, Peter, yeah, that's great that you're on YouTube, but you got to tell the people out there to subscribe to your YouTube channel. So there you go. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. All right. Before we go to line 1 with Joe. He's got a tip. I've got to believe it or not. You're going to call in 866-870-5752. This has to do with California, which is not true about California food history. Not true about California food history. 866-870-5752. The Cobb salad was invented at the Brown Derby. California produces more avocado than any other state. The fortune cookie was invented in San Francisco. In-N-Out was the first fast food chain in California. Which one did I make up? Cookies, In-N-Out, avocados, or the Cobb salad? I should have said that it was invented after Ty Cobb, but that's not part of it. So give us a call, 866-870-5752. And God, we had a great promotion with the Columbos, but we had so many responses. We had to have it. And Joe from Monrovia, welcome to Dining with Dills right here on AM 830. It's the answer. The answer. Do you have the answer? What's happening out there in Monrovia, Joe?
Well, I'm currently sitting on a beautiful restaurant on Myrtle. It's a pretty lively night out here. It's pretty good. Live music across the street, but I called in to bring up a place that I think no one really knows about yet, and they should.
It's a secret place, and you're going to make it a not secret. It's a secret place, and you're going to make it a not secret. It's not going to be a secret anymore.
Hopefully not. But it's a special place, and it's actually the restaurant that is at, ironically enough, the City of Hope.
No way.
Yeah.
There's a restaurant at the City of Hope?
Yeah. So I maybe 7 years ago, let's say 5, 6, 7 years ago, the City of Hope built a maybe a 4-star hotel, maybe a 5-star. They built a restaurant at the ground floor, restaurant/bar, and it's really good. And it's not. What makes it special is I think the purpose of it was to not make you feel you're at City of Hope.
Right.
So for the families, for the people there, so you could get a great mixed drink. You could get a martini.
Wow.
The food is fantastic. The lobby is beautiful.
Obviously open to the public.
Yeah, definitely open to the public. It's encouraged for more people to come there that are not just visiting loved ones or are staying at City of Hope, because from my understanding, I don't know the exact percentage, but some of the proceeds goes to the cancer research, goes back into the hospital.
Good deal.
Yeah, and the food is very clean. All the ingredients are very clean. Obviously, because you're cooking towards people in the hospital, not only to those people, but it of course has to be accommodating to them.
Okay, Joe, you've set it up. You've got us hooked. You've reeled us in, but you haven't told us what's on the menu. What are they serving? What makes it so good?
Well, the quality of the food, but you could get a normal lunch menu. Like they have a really good tuna sandwich there. That's great. Their spicy Thai beef salad. That's also very good. And then if you go to the dinner menu, you could get a brandino. You could get a full steak. You could get a double pork chop. You could get. Okay,
now we're talking. Now we're cooking.
Yeah, it's imagine not knowing it, but you almost went to, I don't know, maybe
Houston's.
Houston's. I was going to say maybe Houston's or Smitty's, something like that.
All right.
But you don't have to take your hat off. It's very relaxed, and again, everything about it is that the City of Hope is about comfort and about the attentiveness of the staff is great. Everyone's kind, and I recommend going there.
Well, Joe made the thing about you don't have to take your hat off when you go to Houston's. You got to take your hat off. That's what he meant. That's what he meant there.
Exactly. Yeah. So you don't have to worry about dressing up, but you're going to get pretty very good quality food and good service. Very good service, and you could do it and have a martini, not feeling guilty when you're at the City of Hope.
I want to know how much the martini is, and I want to know roughly how much the double pork chop is.
I will tell you right now that it's going to be cheaper than Houston's or Smitty's by far.
Ooh.
Everything on there is a couple dollars at least cheaper. I think you could get probably a martini don't quote me on this, but $10, $11.
What?
Yeah, pretty good quality. Their happy hour beers are $6, and they're anything on tap. I think that tuna sandwich I think was like 14.
Wow.
Which that it's definitely below most other places of that or any other place of that quality.
Wow.
I think.
Yeah, my friend Dean Greenman, another friend from the racetrack, told me about it. I got to bear the truth, but I haven't been there. But he did tell me about it, and it's funny, Joe. He was as enthusiastic as you were. He actually called me to tell me about it, and just was like, "Oh my God, the happy hour!" But he was on the happy hour thing. He goes, "Oh my God, the happy hour!" We all live out that way: Monrovia, Arcadia, Dougherty, Glendora, and there's a bunch of places that we could name. And he was just like, the happy hour here is just blows. Because like you said, the way you described it, again, I haven't been there. We're talking about the City of Hope, the restaurant there. I'm sorry, is there a name?
Yeah, so it's called 1913, and that's
1913.
Yeah, and it's called that because that's the year that the City of Hope was created.
Right. Well, let's all put that one on our radar. Okay. I got it. I got one last question for you for 1913 restaurant.
Okay, shoot.
Somebody's listening right now in Irwindale. Okay, not too far away. That's fine. But somebody that's listening in Signal Hill or Fullerton, it's going to take them 25, 30 minutes to get there. Is it worth the drive?
I think it is. I think if you want to make a night out of it and go get dinner and get out of your town, you don't always want to eat in your town. Sometimes you want to drive 20 minutes, 30 minutes to go somewhere different, try something different.
Okay.
And if you're like the truth, or I think that what I like, and I think most people like about the 1913, and maybe the energy you said your other friend called in about, is that they really wanted to set up something where you could just get away for an hour and not.
I hear you
about where you are if you're a patient there and your family comes there.
Right.
Get drinks. You're at a restaurant. You're not at the hospital, and so that feels good for the people maybe that are staying like patients there. But if you go there and you give them money, maybe that's good energy out, for yourself, and you're not going to be cheated on food.
Yeah. Well,
get out of town. Sometimes try places different.
I got 5 short days left of dry January, so I can smell that martini from here. Can you believe I'm on day 20? Tomorrow, but today, day 26. I mean, 26.
No, that's wild.
Isn't that crazy? I mean, I just saw you. And like Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then all of a sudden, like, oh, Peter's going to start drinking again. In moderation.
Chairs warmed up.
Yeah. Get the chairs warmed up in moderation. Okay, Joe, thanks for the call. That's great. 1913. Yeah, definitely got to check that out. Heard nothing but great things about that. All right, that's Peter Dills. I mean, that's Joe from Monrovia. It's Peter Dills, AM 870. The Answer. That opens another phone line up, 866-870-5752. God, it seems like it's a pretty easy question. The Cobb salad was invented at the Brown Derby. California produces more avocados than any other state. The fortune cookie was invented in San Francisco. In-N-Out was the first fast food chain in California. Which one of those did I make up? Give us a call. 866-870-5752. 866-870-5752. And you call in. And if you are right, we're going to hook you up on Benihana's. I just went to Benihana's actually the other night. I think it was a Tuesday or Wednesday night. And I had their $39 prefixed menu. And it was good. It was great. I mean, no, it wasn't great. It was good. It was very good. Greatness is hard to achieve, but good is very good. They give you a rainbow sushi rolls, plenty of it. Super salad, plenty of it.
2 minutes.
The chicken, which or you order the chicken and they bring you a couple things of shrimp. If you order the shrimp, they'll bring you a little bit of chicken on the side. So all in all, it's Benihana's is pretty good. And for $39, it's filling. It's definitely filling. All right, 866-875-5752. What is it? Is it In-N-Out, avocados, Cobb salad, or the fortune cookie? Was the fortune cookie invented in California? Huh, I don't know. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back from the break, we're going to take a phone call, and then I've got a commentary, and I've got a Sunday brunch place in downtown LA. And then we're going to wrap up the show. But before we go, remember, starting not tomorrow, so next Sunday, we are going to be at 5 p.m. right here on The Answer. KRLA 870. Hope you guys are having a good evening out there. Get ready for the rain. Yeah, all right.
You have got O'Karen's.
Tired of the hustle and bustle of LA and need a convenient break? Then head up Highway 101 to O'Karen's Inn and Suites, located in the Lompoc Valley, the gateway to Santa Rita Hills and wine country. O'Karen's Inn and Suites is family-owned and operated, just minutes away from over a dozen tasting rooms and wineries. Nearby treasures feature a famed California mission, beautiful murals, weekly rocket launches, and much, much more to explore. O'Karen serves made-to-order breakfast as part of your stay, plus 2 complimentary drinks served during happy hour, and get a 2-for-1 wine tasting with their exclusive wine partner, Sweets or Cellars. Need a great place to plan your next family gathering or corporate event? They can accommodate indoor and outdoor gatherings, big and small. Go to O'Karen'sInnandSuites.com or call 805-735-7731 and use the promo code DILLS for 20% off your stay. And for family gatherings or corporate events, call 805-735-7731 to discuss an option suited for your needs. Go to O'Karen'sInnandSuites.com and book your relaxation today.
Yeah, I don't know who Eric is.
All right, food lovers, Christmas is over, but the season for incredible meals never ends. Let me tell you about my go-to spot for the best meats in town. Of course, it's Huntington Meats Poultry at the Fairfax Market on Fairfax.
But I don't know who
Picture this,
Eric is from
perfectly seared steak, tender and juicy, fresh from the grill, or a Sunday roast so flavorful that your family's still going to be talking about it days later. That's the magic of Huntington Meats. They've got it all: Harris Ranch beef, premium cuts of pork and lamb, house-made sausages, and even specialty items you didn't even know that you needed. Jim Cascone and his team are there. They are true butchers, ready to help you pick up that perfect cut and serve up some great cooking tips along the way. So why wait? Whether it's a midweek dinner or weekend feast, Huntington Meats at the Farmers Market on Fairfax is the place to go. Swing by and experience the difference, or call ahead and place your order, because quality like this doesn't wait. This is Peter Dills reminding you, life's too short for bad meat. Huntington Meats is not just food, it's an experience. Huntington Meats and Poultry at the Farmers Market on Fairfax. Quality you can taste, tradition you can trust. Visit today.
You have got to get to Gladstone's, smack dab in the middle of Southern California, the thriving little hamlet of Long Beach, overlooking the Queen Mary. Gladstone's. Why? Well, seeker of wisdom, truth, and gustatorial delights, the mere fact that you honor the world with your magnificent presence is reason enough to revel with abandon in the freshest and most tantalizing provisions from the fertile plains and the briny deep at Gladstone's. Feed your happy little face, mouth-watering lobster from the 7 seas, clam chowder so delicious George Washington would swim the ocean for, salmon so scrumptious it might kiss you, specials every day, and all at a price that won't bust the budget. Yes, I'm talking to you. It's the just reward for you being you. You have got to get to Gladstone's, smack dab in the middle of Southern California, in the thriving little hamlet of Long Beach, overlooking the Queen Mary. Gladstone's.
Hey everybody, it's Peter Dills, your official guy who knows where to dine, and today I'm taking you to Sierra Madre. It's a gem. Casa del Rey restaurant. Whether you're a fan of sizzling fajitas, their famous chili rellenos, or simply crave some chips and salsa, it's done right. Casa del Rey hits the spot every time. What I love most about Casa del Rey is their consistency. It's been serving Sierra Madre locals and visitors alike since 1972. It's the one and only. Family-friendly, wallet-friendly, and yes, taste bud friendly too. Let's talk about their margaritas. Whether you're talking classic, spicy, or even fruity, they've got a margarita Margarita just for you. And trust me, this place is where good food meets great vibes. Yes. So if you haven't been to Casa del Rey, make plans now. Find them at 31 North Baldwin, right in the heart of Sierra Madre, or just give them a call. Get some takeout. 626-355-6060. 626-355-6060. Casa del Rey, where flavor lives and good times never end. And of course, as always, tell them Peter Dills sent you. Yeah, we talk a little fast. So if you don't catch the names or the phone numbers of the restaurants that we're talking about, you'll find it. You can Google them. You can Google Casa del Rey. Went up there. God, I did go there this past week and got some chicken tacos. Yeah. And some margaritas to go. No, they weren't for me. All right, we got a commentary. I won't. Let's go to Eric first in North Hollywood, and then I'm going to do my commentary right here on AM 870. The Answer. Eric from North Hollywood, welcome to the show.
Well, hi there. Well, out of between your 3 facts and 1 fiction.
Oh yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, it struck me pretty quick that the one about In-N-Out is the made-up one, because I'm 76, and I'm old enough to remember when I was in high school when my parents didn't feel like cooking on a certain evening.
Right.
We'd go to McDonald's, and they were the first ones, or at least one, but definitely before In-N-Out.
Yeah. I know I was looking at that, and I thought maybe, by the way, yeah, you got it. I thought maybe somebody would go with the fortune cookie, because it's the fortune cookie, San Francisco. No, but yeah, you're right. McDonald's, correct, Eric from North Hollywood. Yeah.
I really love In-N-Out, though.
Yeah, I wish I had some gift cards to In-N-Out, but we don't. Well, we do got Benihana, and that's pretty good because I went there last week, and for what I got, I was actually full when I left. You got any thoughts on my tipping thing? My give me the correct change so I can give you the correct tip thought, or you want to stay away from that?
I listened very intently to that when you were talking about that, and I don't eat out enough to really have an opinion on that, but I was very interested in what you were postulating on that, and I appreciate it. I also like hearing about Samosa's Indian food because my lady friend and I love Indian food, so we're going to go and try that one.
All right, Eric from North Hollywood, we're going to put you on hold. We're going to get your information, and we are going to send you a $50 gift card to Benihana. Hey, when you win a gift card, that means you get to go, you get to eat on us. Make sure you leave a big tip, and then call us sometime at 866-870-5752 and let us know how you think. Let's put Eric on hold, get his information, and so I can talk about my commentary. I feel like Walter Cronkite about what I'm going to do here. We got Eric on hold yet, guys? I think he's still there on the green light. So let's, RJ, get off the phone and